guys, it's going to be a great episode today.
It's going to be a very cold episode.
Yeah, that is
Hoe lang deze uitzending gaat duren.
Oh, Bas. Maar dit is geen media.
Good evening, ladies and gents. Welcome to HIWR, another week, well, second week of the Era Class. Exciting. Season 4, episode 2, Eric. You survived episode 1.
I survived it.
Well, eventful weekend. Not too many surprises, but a couple of close calls. We'll be going through that with our amazing guests, and we welcome back to the show the man, the myth, the legend.
The meatball. No, nothing.
What do they used to call him in South Africa?
Fat guitar.
Fat guitar. Welcome back, Andrew. Awesome to have you here, mate. Great to have you on the show. Finally, someone with a bit of rugby sense. You know, coming from South Africa, you know, that's...
Nou, vergeleken met mij.
with
Niet
you.
echt.
And then, of course, warm welcome to Jim from RSA, which I have to apologise. I did say, are you Australian? But he's from England, so...
Absolutely not.
London.
Thanks a lot for having us.
Yeah,
Pleasure to be here.
Welcome, man. Great to have you on the show. First time. Interesting story about Jim. We met way back
In Gaborone.
in Gaborone, Botswana,
In Botswana. He was
at the local rugby club.
very, used to be very hospitable in the Gaborone Rugby Club, and ended up spending the night with you pouring Jägermeister down my throat. So
It doesn't sound like me. Does not sound like me at all.
It was a great night.
No. But Gaborone, we all have a drinking problem in Gaborone. You were there for the Bubesi Pride.
Exactly.
Sort of.
Betty Pride. Shout out to Betty Pride. Doing
Are they
great
still
work.
going?
Still going, doing great work over in southern countries over in South in Africa. So they're having doing some really good stuff out there.
It's quite an interesting concept, that. So Bubesi Pride basically is a rugby charity that goes into developing countries and runs a whole sort of social responsibility sort of programs using rugby and helping kids out and stuff like that. And a lot of volunteers get involved and end up getting to travel Africa, getting Jägermeister put down their throats.
So it's a drinking club with a rugby problem.
That's it. There we go. And but obviously, Andrew, the biggest news on the weekend, the All Blacks took a mighty clapper.
They did indeed.
Yeah, that was a good breakfast.
Yeah, it certainly was.
Did you watch the All Blacks?
Ik dacht echt bij mezelf, ik ga niet kijken. Ik moest werken.
Oh.
Mate, you're always working. You must be sitting on a pile of cash. We'll just call you Scrooge from now.
Ja, je kent mijn vrouw nog niet, hè? Dat hoor ik al.
Winterbanden, hè?
Ja, winterbanden.
Ja. Ja,
En
well,
vannacht hebben ze mijn auto weer helemaal leeg gehaald, dus dan moet er weer harder gewerkt worden.
it's never nice waking up in the morning, can't go to work because they've smashed all your windows and stolen all your tools.
Ja, dan vraag ik me nog steeds af of het ging om een gereedschap of dat gewoon persoonlijk was. Dat kan natuurlijk ook, hè.
Sluit niks buiten.
Yeah. No, it wouldn't surprise me if someone that you've crossed over the years had come by and just thought to give you a wake-up call.
Ik kan ze ook geen ongelijk geven, eerlijk gezegd.
But obviously, Andrew still at Octopus.
Yeah, loving it.
Yeah, and won the game this weekend.
Yeah, the first game this weekend against Den Haag. I didn't know what to expect because they've come up from the third class, and like every year in the Netherlands, everything shuffles around every year. So I had no idea what to expect, and I told the guys as well. And I made my selection on Wednesday night, and I think I sat looking at the selection for 2 hours, and then let's give the guys that I know give the youngsters on the bench. But I like to give the guys that have been training a bit more game time on Sunday. But I thought, let the new guys start on the bench for the first game because I don't want to throw them to the Wolves if the Wolves come down. But that wasn't the case. So yeah.
Jeez, how to wrap up a training week in a game in 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Well, we don't have your game from the weekend, but we do have the hit of the week, Octopus vs HRC, and here it goes. So look at this, bang.
All up.
Yeah, great timing from the number 12 there.
Hij plaatste hem nog wel, zie je.
Yeah, he does work on it. He does well.
Yeah, and you yelled something from the sideline apparently? Or?
Yeah, I did. I asked him how were the spare ribs for lunch, and
Did the player get up?
he did eventually. He did have a 2-minute lie down, and after the game he said to us, he said, "Yeah, no, after that hit, I had it. I was hot, I was cold, my ribs were sore, my ankle was sore. It was a smash up."
Maar als je zo op je rug gelegd wordt en je leg toch nog even je ingewanden bloot door die bal zo te plaatsen, heb je wel ballen.
I don't think you'll have a problem, mate. I think
Nee, dat is over de top. Over de top.
Right, so Jim, move on to you.
Vetshaming, hè?
He's allowed to now. He's allowed to now.
Hey,
He's in the clear.
you used to fat shame me all the time. This is an ongoing thing. Coming back to RSA, obviously now, second season in the Era Classe. Tough start, but actually 2 good games, really.
2 pretty good games. We've done pretty well in the first half against Eemland, and also we did pretty well there's a point when I was watching the game on Saturday where I thought, we could actually do this. We could win. There was honestly, I thought it was a point, but then we was coming back. But then, the last sort of 20 minutes, we sort of fell away. Look, we're looking for some sustainable growth there. We've got some new players coming in. We're hopeful for this season. We're looking for much higher up in the table than we were last season. Obviously, can't get any lower than 12th, but we want to be around like mid-table. I think that's definitely achievable with the guys we have in now. So we're starting the game against the top 4 teams this season, sitting at 1, 2, 3, and 4.
But interesting structure that you've got at the club there, because you were saying, off camera that you've got eight coaches involved in your sort of selection.
We do.
Jeez.
Yeah. And a senior selection, all in-house as well.
What are they coaching? No, I don't mean that, but I mean like you've got 8 coaches for.
Yeah.
So is that your first and second team or
First, second, and third.
Oh, okay.
We've got a third team as well.
All right, sorry.
Just started this season.
Yeah, okay.
So
All
so
right,
we have we've got a head coach obviously. Then we got a forwards coach, backs coach, 2 backs coaches, and then we've got myself leading the second team, and I've got an assistant coach as well. And then we have 2 for the third team as well, who are also recent players who've just stopped playing.
Okay. Nice.
Zijn jullie compleet?
Sorry.
So there we go. So on this show,
Yeah,
Eric
complete.
is the
We're
only
complete,
Dutch-speaking person. Andrew can spit a bit of Dutch lyrics.
Ah, jij ook.
But you can't speak Dutch.
Ik had van tevoren gevraagd, spreek je woord Nederlands na 7 jaar geen woord? Ik denk, probeer het toch complete. Ik denk, dat kan nog wel, weet je wel, maar nee.
No, but Gary Jeffrey is head of rugby there.
Yeah, and him and George de Vries behind the scenes doing loads of work, like in the off season. They haven't had an off season. They've been cracking through the rugby all summer, trying to get this season to put us in the best position going forward. Yeah.
I mean, so if you talk about numbers at RSA, how many players have you got coming down to trainings now with the first and seconds?
Last Thursday we had 60 at training, and we had a few of the Colts joining with us as well. But we've made up to
Just
about
don't
60
make the
training.
mistake of Goya. What did they say? 66 players.
60 in de selectie. Ja.
And then the third game of the season, you couldn't make it because of numbers. Yeah.
I mean, every rugby club has the same problem on paper. It always looks good.
Yeah.
But then
Your WhatsApp group, you look at how many members, like
exactly.
70. You think, where are these like? When it comes January, February,
exactly.
no
As soon as it starts to get cold, I had a chat on Thursday.
62% ongeveer is wat je available hebt. En als je dan pech hebt, en er zijn er een aantal grootheden geblesseerd, dan blijven die anderen nog een heel stukje langer met de ingegroeide teennagel thuis. Hè? Want dan wordt het alleen maar erger.
I don't know if I should just laugh at you or...
Nee, maar het is wat het is. Je weet hoe het is. Kijk naar Gooi vorig jaar, einde van het seizoen. Wat een drama het was daar om spelers op de been te krijgen.
Ja, look at 27
in die
injuries.
ellende zit, dan is het...
27
injuries. That's a big blow. It was unheard of. But anyway, we've got a full pack show, so we've got to get cracking, otherwise we'll be here till midnight.
Awesome.
And, so we'll start with our RSA Gooi game. We apologise for the pictures because it's not ideal. It's VO, Eric's favourite.
Zombie
But I must say, like Gooi, these are new shirts from Nike. They're very nice. We had the dolphin shirts last year. But now you can't see the numbers. Like,
Oh yeah, sure.
Good step that.
yeah. Oh, don't you? Whatever.
Last minute one there.
But it's going to be. Yeah, I think RSA did well. I mean, the first 2 games, but I think your biggest issue is rightfully so. It's probably going to be that if you have a couple of injuries, you're going to be in a bit of trouble in terms of quality, right? Or
Well, we've lost 2 locks already, 2 of our pretty more promising locks in the first 2 games. But one of them, luckily, is going to be coming back pretty soon, already this weekend, I think. And the other one is a broken leg, so we need to solve that. But we've got some promising young players coming through, so who are getting experience with the first team as well now, so they should be able to do a job.
don't you?
Wat een monster, hè.
Great try, that.
Ja.
So it's quite really good at moving the ball.
Yeah, they are.
They're really good at getting the ball from channel 1 to channel 4 quite quickly.
Ja, maar kijk ook wat zo'n Daan aan meters maakt.
Great
Dat is
line.
gewoon bijna niet af te stoppen.
Great line. Great try, Mark Mustier. That's perfect timing. Yeah, look, I mean, if you look at Khoi's squad, I mean, geez, they've got to be one of the favourites. It's early days. You can't really say anything, but I mean, if you look at the squad and recruiting and what they're doing, it's really exciting for Khoi. It's good to see that they've got the vibe back. You know, last season was a real tough season for the club, eh? And yeah, so RSA will be targeting, like you said, mid-table.
Yeah.
That means you're looking at trying to get over Cass, Breda, Hoek, Haarlem.
Well, we definitely want to take some scalps this season. So, like, we've got the obvious ones, so like Breda and Oysters, who are our sort of stable buddies last season in the bottom third of the table there, you know, to be honest. But yeah, so we obviously want those. But looking at Hookers and Haarlem, maybe we could even, you know, take a few there as well. So who knows?
Oof, Hookers and Haarlem. Big calls. Big calls here on Eemland. I think that Guinness is going down like a homesick mole. I think.
If you look at the Haarlem Eemland game last week as well, I think after Haarlem they came down here against the Dukes, and you know it got a bit away from them. But to see here in the second game of the competition, they've come up against Eemland, and 22-24 is not a bad score for them.
Yeah, well, look, I think
Haarlem uit is een ander team dan Haarlem thuis.
But we need to stop saying that because everyone is a different beast.
I think well, where Eric's actually got some interesting factor is that Haarlem Eemland is always a close game. Remember a couple of seasons ago when they almost beat Eemland in the semi-finals when Eemland won the Eric Klasse, but had been smashed a week before by 70 points by HRC. Haarlem, you know, well coached, but also Eemland. There were some players in the Eemland team that's never beaten Haarlem at Haarlem.
Okay.
So you've also got to put it into a bit of context. But at the same time, I think it was a good game of rugby. Well, we'll go to that one straight away then.
Ja, waarom niet?
This is good from Bram, yeah. A great little step, boom, but then, yeah, holds on a bit too long.
Yeah. Yeah. Get rid of it. Don't play rugby out of your own half, eh? So we just had a look at the stats, yeah? Was it the stats of this game? No, Rotterdam.
Yeah, no, it was this game.
Was it this game? Yeah.
We'll have a look at this afterwards.
So, if I'm correct, Eemland won, but Haarlem had more kicks. And if I think back to the coaching conference in Amsterdam, I said up to 1,000 meters, the team that kicks the most has a higher probability of winning. Yeah, so that's something I wanted to have a look at. If you've got stats available to you, that's something I would look at.
I think it's. Oh yeah, geez, that's an interesting clean out.
Ja.
Should not be allowed to do that, but yeah.
Oh, great
Good
dive.
try.
Yeah.
Great dive.
That was very interesting.
Maar wat zei je, Koen? Kwam er nog een kaartje bij kijken of niet?
Yeah, no, I think, you know, look, I think the amount of scrum penalties, you've got to be asking the question of, you know, yeah.
Ja, of er niet een keer een...
Every scrum was basically a penalty.
Yeah, hard to fight for it after that. Oh, that's also
Straight in
that's
the
also
side there,
that's
isn't
a
it?
dodgy clean out as well, eh?
It's an interesting angle.
Yeah. So he was lying across the field.
Yeah. But yeah, very direct rugby, both teams. But yeah, I think Haarlem played really well. Joris Smith had a massive
Interesting
game.
tactic having a number 11 at the front of the line-out.
Yeah, but yeah. Joris Smith had a massive game that I think also you look at. There's so many youngsters in these teams. It's so good. Up-and-coming Dutch internationals. You know, Bink de Rijker for Haarlem. You know, you've got Bram Rotters on the other side. You know, 2 10s that are young Dutch 10s. That's really exciting.
Yeah.
That's what you want, right?
So
Super, die van de Jukes dit jaar, dat wordt ook een jongen van 19 jaar. 18 jaar oud, dat is geweldig, toch?
Yeah.
Dat is super, dat is wat we willen.
Yeah, Hein. So if you look at the 10s coming through, Hein, Bram, Benke, you got Tim at The Hague, who played against the Oysters. Man, fantastic young talent coming through.
Well,
really exciting that that's coming through into the other class.
Kijk, vast voor het 5 jaar van nu en we zitten weer naar een heel ander niveau te kijken.
Yeah.
100%. With David Weersma retiring at the end of last season.
This is what we're talking about. Your penalties for 12 penalties for. It's not a high penalty game. 20 penalties in total. Eight you know, for Haarlem against Eemland. Lineouts, yeah, pretty even. Well, more 9 from 9 for Haarlem, but yes, lots of lineouts. 32 lineouts in the game. So that means there was a lot of kicking. So 22 to 17 kicks. What's interesting is the ruck speed, which is always good, under 4 seconds, which promotes fast playing game.
I think only really at test match level are you looking to try and get as close to 3 as possible. I think in the area class here in the Netherlands, under 4 seconds, I think you're doing quite well.
Yeah, but I think some games the teams get to 2.9, 3 seconds really when it's on. When they're on point, and I think 40 errors is not bad. So it was a decent level game.
So just what I saw in the lineouts in those last, they've got the number 11 at the front of the lineout, and what that opens up, there is one clip on there with there's just a slow-mo lineout. If we can play that, I can probably explain it a little bit better. Is the opportunity that gives you by putting that player in there. I think number 11 at the front of the lineout. Who would think of that? But if you look at this, number 1 turns around, he's completely free. Okay, that ball didn't go 5, that's why.
Oh, that's controversial though.
Yeah, he's on the line. He's got a good early catch there. So
yeah, but that's fine as long as he's behind the line. Then
yeah. So if you're standing on this side of the line and your hands are over the line,
of course, no
Maar
problem.
extension of the body. Heb ik begrepen.
Let's watch that again. Watch that. His feet are behind the line. I'm sorry, that goes 5. That is controversial. I've seen way worse than that. Actually, I think. Okay, so let me put it to you this way, right? Okay. If I'm standing inside the field of play, but I catch the ball outside the field of play, but keep my feet in, am I out?
Yeah, no.
No, wat?
No.
No.
Als jij in het veld staat.
So if I'm standing in the field of play and I catch the ball outside and my feet stay in and I'm staying like this and I catch it, the ball's crossed the line. So he told us the ball hadn't crossed the line. Am I out? No. So if I'm standing in the 5 meter line and I put my hands forward and it's just slightly, I'm in the 5 meter.
I agree with you 100%.
I'm in the 5 meter.
But
that means I caught the ball in the 5.
No, but in lines the ball has to travel 5.
Does it?
Yeah, the ball. The ball
has to travel 5 meters.
Exactly what
the law says. Maybe you're right. But maybe that's a good question for our referees. In the comments, put there if you think that's a try or no try. I'm saying try. Because he's 5 meters. He is 5 meters.
No try. I'm on for no try.
The reason there'll be no try is because the ref thinks that his hands are going over the 5 meter line. That's why the ref was saying no try.
I'm still out that he's in the 5 meter with his feet.
Let's have one more.
Oké, nog 1 keer dan.
Because he turns.
Nee, man, that's 5 meters, guys. Come on.
Dat is wel 5 meter, toch?
Ja, toch?
Duidelijk, toch?
Ja.
Dus, maar is de trui nou gegeven? Want dat weet ik eigenlijk nog steeds niet.
Nee, you see the AR step into the field.
Maar wat was de reden dan? Geen 5 meter?
Geen 5 meter.
Ja, dat is niet oké.
Nee. I think, and look at, you know what, we've had to watch it 3 times and can't make a man of it. So let's be very clear. Let's be very clear. The AR did not make a mistake here or anything. We've been able to slow-mo it. He had to make that call live. Credit to him for making the call. But watching it back, I think that's
It's on the line. It's a 50-50.
Yeah, exactly.
Hoek van Holland werd afgekeurd.
Sorry?
Ik weet niet, ik heb hem 10 keer gezien. Ik weet niet eens wie daar nou scoorde. Hoek. Dan had Hoek dus die wedstrijd gewonnen.
Don't start that now.
That's a big call.
So all the referees, but also fans from Hettezerak, put in the comments if you think try or no try. And let's see who was right. I've got a feeling it was a try. Eric, you with me, hè?
Als het daarom gaat, zeker. Maar ik heb helemaal geen idee wat misschien...
I'm saying no try if the ref thinks it's not gone to 5. I think that's what they've seen. Is his hands over. Maybe his feet were over 5, but if you're reaching over to grab it, then it's
the
no
ball
try.
hasn't traveled.
I've seen tries scored in internationals that have been way worse.
There was one of the
guys running into the 5.
The Women's Rugby World Cup a couple weeks ago.
She ran into the 5.
Yeah, that was a big one.
She was like 1.5 meters in the 5. I was like, how's the TMO not seen that?
At that level, you would like to think that it would be caught up by someone.
But anyway, then we're quickly going to touch on this because we're not going to watch every try because I don't think it's really worth it. But our Dukes. Eric, nothing to write home about really?
Ja, ik heb geen idee. Ik heb er geprobeerd naar te kijken, maar ik zie het niet echt gebeuren.
Ja, weer,
dus, kijk, een dingetje en er iets met een bal en een gele pop, een rode poppetje, een zwart poppetje. Ik zou zeggen, zet maar door, want wat moet je hier aan zien?
Yeah, but I think interesting about this game, we'll let it play through and just have a few chats about it because, you said something off camera now which was quite interesting is that people are resting 6 players in game 2 because it's an easy game.
Nou,
So that's a bit of a controversial
dat is
point.
toch
The Dukes
zie-
rested 6 guys?
Nou, nee. Maar,
Not rested, but because it's
nee,
going to be...
ik heb van meerdere teams gehoord dat ze zeiden... Sterker, er stond zelfs in de krant, in een van de knipsels die we hebben... stond ook een stukje in van... joh, luister, we speelden tegen... nou ja, volgens mij was dat Eemland. Nee, wie speelt tegen AFC Gooi?
Yeah.
Ja, die zeiden ook, nou, we hebben een paar jongens rust gegeven, want... Of niet letterlijk
Okay,
rust
so it was that game, not this game. My apologies. My apologies,
Nee,
Dukes
nee,
and
maar
Breda.
ook...
I was about to say, I know the Dukes would 6 to their rest because that was quite a strong team that hit the field that day.
Nee, zeker. Nee, maar van de andere kant ook, zie ik ook dat teams zeggen, nou... Misschien gaan we van de Dukes niet winnen. Volgende week hebben we de Oysters.
Yeah, but I think, okay, but...
Dat geldt voor Breda.
I think what we need to put in perspective here is, you know, most of the time these players are waking up on Saturday saying, we've already won the game.
Yeah, that can be a problem.
Ja, dat was vorig jaar. Toen hadden ze godverdomme nog een moeite met Breda. Ook de eerste helft. Dat is al een beetje gelijk spel. En daar hebben ze wel van geleerd. Ik denk dat ze nu wel begrepen hebben dat ze altijd aan moeten staan. Dus ook tegen Breda moet je aanstaan. Want je kunt jezelf moeilijk maken als je niet aanstaat. Ja, dan krijg je wel dit soort scores, dat is waar.
Well, I think the beautiful thing about rugby is it's up to the Saturday which team wants it more than the other.
No, I totally disagree. Not in the Eredivisie. I don't think that's the case.
En de bal is rond.
You can't use the comment.
I generalize rugby as one whole sport, eh?
Any given Saturday, no, you can't use that in the Eredivisie. I think we have to be honest about it. Most of the teams here from, you know, that, yeah, and maybe this might come back to bite me in the arse, and I hope it does.
Exactly.
I really hope it does.
It's good for the sport.
It's good for the sport.
Biting him in the ass.
But how do we solve that problem? How do we solve that problem?
Yeah, Eric knows my opinion, but I'm not...
Wij zijn het deels eens, ergens in het midden. Ik denk dat we na een adjustment-periode van 2 jaar moeten kiezen om terug te gaan naar 10 teams.
But I made myself a promise that I'm going to stop bringing this up every week because I'm just putting myself through the ringer and it's just...
Nou, gooi je mij gewoon voor de bus om het te doen.
Yeah, it's getting boring now. I'm just going to break into Eric's car if he chooses that not just...
Oh, so next week's yours.
There we go. Right. So, if we look at... this was interesting. Obviously, we just watched that line-out. Look at this. Nice Botha.
Great.
Well, no one knows who Nice Botha
I mean,
is.
if you watched Octopus last week in the second class, you would have also seen a drop goal play, but...
But again...
Accidentally.
Yeah.
But, Jim, I don't know if you guys have played Hoek yet away, but playing Hoek van Holland, and you always say, oh, it's like that with every team at home, but going to Hoek van Holland... they are a different beast at home.
Yeah, it's an horrible place to go to. I went there a few times with Askram as well when I was coaching them, and it's
good carry.
It's a brutal place to go to.
Yeah, well, I mean, the wind is against you in the first half and in the second half.
Yeah.
Great line.
Great
line.
And they love to show up as well.
I'll tell you what, Diok are looking good.
So that line there, like, it's something that I'm looking at really heavily now. Is like, I've learned this new word, the seam, and how you can exploit that because it's just a natural break in your defense. So how can you get guys running at that line? And one guy, I see you wearing a Glasgow Warrior shirt, Sione Tupelotu, he does it really well. He attacks that space at the line out. Because, I mean, you've got a natural defence between your forwards and your backs.
This is not Glasgow.
Not quite.
No, but this shirt's not Glasgow, this is Wigan Warriors.
Oh, right, I don't have my glasses on, I'm getting a bit older. I see Warriors there on the side, it's the same colour.
Many glasses uit hier.
It's going to league.
Oh.
Wat vind je van Diok? Diok is stevig versterkt.
Oh, great line. This is a fantastic shot. Great little pass. Cast to Brain making big impact in the Hook team. Great little player. Good try. I think Hook, you know, they say they're going to break into the top 4. This season was the plan. Diok say they're going to be top 4. I don't put it past Diok. I think, you know, Diok for me are a dark horse. Dark horse. I think they're a dark horse. I think they've got an outside chance.
Can you go Diok a dark horse at the status of their club? I think they're always usually a top 16.
Yeah, but they haven't been for a couple of seasons now. So, I mean, you know, it's...
vorig jaar hebben ze een enorme beating gekregen door die min 16 punten. En dat maakte
They still would have finished 6.
Nou, die kregen ze na een paar wedstrijden al. Je gaat anders een seizoen in als je weet dat je met min 16 punten, dat je het bijna niet meer haalt. Ik denk dat die ook een heel goed team is. Ik denk dat Marshall heel goed bij de club past. En ik denk dat ze het lek, zoals dat dan heet, boven hebben.
Maybe they've just got a fair chairman there now, because you were chairman when Marshall was here, wasn't it?
Ja, maar dit is ongetwijfeld een beter mens dan ik ben.
So, Gareth, looking at that team from Dio, just from those few clips, there's a lot of recognisable players that I saw there from back in like 2019, 2020, and so they've been playing for a long time together. There's these regular boys getting out, game after game, season after season. That they're going to be fluid together. So there could be something to look out for there. Just,
unfortunately, they lost one of those youngsters, Sam van Barkel. He apparently hurt his shoulder again. Sorry, bud. Really terrible. Just come back from it, and
That's the hooker.
yeah. He's done his other shoulder.
Great. Yeah.
So really sad to hear that, because he's a fantastic human, but also
Is hij hier volgende week? Ja. Hij is hier volgende week om dat uit te leggen.
Okay, well there we go. Got him on the show next week. That's fantastic, because what a great human
I mean,
he is.
he's also quite young, and he's captain of an era class side. I mean, it says something about
He was
his character.
captain of the under-20 national team. Is fantastic leader. Leads by example. Hard as a coffin nail, but obviously not hard enough. Because but his shoulder went, and that's really unfortunate.
Mentality is hard, but his shoulders not.
Yeah. Glass shoulders, eh? Right, so if we move on to, this is interesting, of course, is the Oysters versus HRC. I believe the longest game in era class history. Ollie White scoring the first time. Oh no, he didn't there, but longest game in history, 3 hours.
Langer dan een etappe van de Tour de France.
A lot of lightning.
Ah, okay.
Not for the resist rounds.
What's very cool is to obviously Lars reffing the game. Youngster Lars in the era class.
Zijn debuut?
No, it's not his debut. He made his debut last season already.
Oké. Ik begreep dat het zijn eerste wedstrijd was.
So interesting about the Oysters is that their second team have just moved up into the future class now from the second class, and they've got a lot of good players, especially from Octopus, and but they've also got quite a lot of guys from Australia that they've flown in. Unfortunately, one of them got quite badly injured here on the Porsche Rugby Day.
41% of their squad is new.
Yeah. They've
Great try here. I think that's Elman.
So I mean, 740 against Den Haag. I mean, obviously those are the reigning champs. So it's obviously going to be always a tough Saturday. But I mean, if you've got 41% from outside of, is that Rick from Belgium?
So interesting, red card.
Hier komt er de tweede helft. Hij wordt een rode kaart gegeven, maar daar komen we straks volgens mij op terug. Volgens mij
no, we don't have a slow-mo of that. But he got a red card for apparently eye gouging.
Ja, maar wat daar gebeurt, ik heb daar 100 keer naar gekeken. Dat was zeker geen eye gouging. Het was echt op zijn best was het dom te noemen. Hij probeert de speler eraf te trekken, gelijk met zijn pols over dat gezicht heen. Dat lijkt heel erg. Ja. Het was niet zo erg als dat het eruit zag.
Okay, so there's the terrible rain. Apparently lightning stop play.
Nou, donkere wolken pakken zich samen boven Oosterwijk.
Controversial, Eric, controversial.
Alsof ik het zelf geklipt heb.
But I think coming back to that eye gouging incident, the problem is that if your hand goes over someone's face, it's regardless of whether you're doing anything.
Contact.
It's contact. Listen, Eric, you can argue all you want.
Ik ben het helemaal met je eens, maar het was geen eye gouging.
But
eye gouging is iets heel verschrikkelijks, dat willen we in de sport nooit zien.
Listen to what I'm saying. We're not saying it's eye gouging. What we are saying is, if I do this...
Dan ben je de pisang, rode kaart. Nee, ik ben het helemaal met je eens.
Yeah, okay, we'll move on swiftly from
Maar het was geen eye gouging.
Because I'm not making any sense here.
Nou, ik heb heel goed naar die wedstrijd gekeken. Er was natuurlijk een hoop controverse over... nee, ik heb het niet meer nodig. Yeah. Er was een hoop controverse en een hoop gedoe over Lars, over hoe die floot, wat dan ook. Ik heb die wedstrijd dus met heel veel aandacht, heel goed bekeken. En hij heeft een paar forse blunders gemaakt, zou ik maar zeggen. Maar hij heeft ook een aantal dingen gedaan waar ik echt van dacht van, nou jongen, ik begrijp niet hoe je dat ziet. Want ik moest het 30 keer terugkijken om te kijken. Hij maakt die goal.
Live on the field is very different to on the screen.
Yeah, all of us with hindsight.
Exactly.
Nee, dat bedoel ik dus. Maar hij was
such a young guy.
Hij is echt, ik vind de potentie is gewoon
he's definitely got the potential. He refed us a couple of seasons ago. And I said to him after the game, I said, listen, in the Netherlands, in the era class, even then, you're one of the best refs I've had in the 7 years that I played in this country.
Absolutely. And listen, he's good. Listen, he's good. Just like players, just like coaches, they make mistakes. The only problem is they under the magnifying glass more than what we do.
Wat er gebeurd is, hele slim. Kijk, de Oysters hebben inmiddels een behoorlijk contingent jongens van buitenaf die heel slim spelen. Den Haag zijn allemaal gehaaide jongens. Dus er ontstaat ook een moment dat men denkt van, nou, bij deze ref komen we hiermee weg. En dat wordt er ook gebeurd. Schrumhoff van Den Haag, die gaat de Nobelprijs voor de Vrede dit jaar niet krijgen.
Yeah, but look, I think, I think at the end of the day, he's going to get more experience from this and learn from it. And only
Nou, zeker, 100%.
But if we look at one of those calls, yeah. So this is another one.
Mooie call.
So this is like the line-out one. This is touch and go. Let's see.
Wat zien wij hier? Kijk,
I mean, he's in range.
tackle is ingezet, geloof ik. Hè? Er wordt gepraat over een late tackle. Maar ik vind, het is geen late tackle, maar hij gebruikt niet zijn armen. Dus het is wel een bodycheck.
And apparently in the game it was penalty only. Totally agree. Move on, get the game going.
Yeah.
Penalty only, bang.
100%. But is it a
If
penalty?
it was below
Is it a
the-
penalty from where he gets tackled or where the ball gets landed?
Well, again, I think it depends. If he gets tackled if it's a no-arm tackle that he's got him for, no. But if it's a late tackle, then where the ball lands.
Ik heb een screenshot gemaakt en dan zie je dat de bal is 40 centimeter van de voet. De bal is 40 centimeter van de voet op het moment dat de schouder contact maakt. Ja, dat is ingezette tackle.
Yeah.
Guys, if we start nitpicking about this shit, we're going to be...
We're going to be here till tomorrow, yeah. Next game.
Yeah, move on. Well, I think we're looking at... This is a high
Oh ja,
scoring
maar dit
game.
vind ik wel mooi, dat iedereen dezelfde shirtjes aan heeft. Dit is verbroedering.
It's not a test match.
Zullen wij vandaag iets donkers aantrekken, dan doen wij dat
This
ook.
is really not smart. How did the ref get
don't
to see
know.
this?
Yeah, how did they allow this? Which it's Rotterdam and Kastrikum, eh?
Ja, maar die anderen hebben andere sokken.
So I mean, I think...
Great little try, Maddox.
I think, you know, despite the score of what happened or whatever happened on Saturday, I think Kastrikum have a lot more to celebrate in the rugby world.
Well, look, I think if you look at it, Cash scored 35 points.
Not bad.
You know, that's massive.
Yeah.
Rotterdam, although Rotterdam, you know, finalists last year, won everything last year except the final. You know, have started well. This is a good start. New coaching staff, lost a few big players. You know, obviously, apparently they're still getting a couple of players come in, some Australian props, I believe, or something.
Wie?
Rotterdam. You know,
Niet diezelfde van 2 jaar geleden.
yeah, misschien. And Will Maddox, they've still got this guy, the magician, and Sam Fogarty in the centre. I think think they're going to be up there.
De wedstrijd was een plezier om naar te kijken.
And they've still got Wolf in the back row?
No, Wolf is not going away anymore.
Yeah.
So if Wolf van Dijk decides to have a good season, everyone's in kak.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Jim,
You say it well.
Yeah, I know Wolf, yeah.
Yeah.
Had to play against him last season.
And how was it?
It was unpleasant.
Yeah.
Unpleasant.
Yeah, it's really nicest guy off the field, but between the forward lines, eh?
Yeah.
And you know, the thing is, it's nice, like Eric, you were saying off camera that watching the...
Je kunt niet alles zeggen wat ik off camera zeg, kun je niet allemaal herhalen.
No, but not.
We know.
Haarlem, Eemland was very direct, and this was coast to coast, open, running rugby. So it's nice to see in the era cluster that there's teams playing in a different great tries.
Daar zat Sam van Beek. Breda, dat was een shocker voor Breda dat hij opgestapt is naar Rotterdam. Dat was de man van Breda. Iedereen wilde hem hebben. Hè? Het is niet zo dat sommige iemanden niet achter hem aangezeten hebben.
Good counter-attack, yeah. Bad kick chase. Bad kick, and here we go, easy walk in.
But Gareth, if I can ask you, one of the top coaches in the Netherlands, this kicking game, are we looking out of the 22 to go far and give the other team time to attack, or are we looking to go contestably?
Well, yeah, that's a good question. I think if you're going to go from your 22, you want to go as far as possible. If you're not going to go out, but the biggest thing about kicking is you can kick all day, but if your kick chase is not on, it's done and you shouldn't kick.
Yeah.
You saw there, Castricum kicked from their 22, and you see the referee tell everyone to come back. So you're running backwards, and then you've got all these guys running towards you. If your kick chase is not in good, if you're not training that and working on it and how to put pressure on a team, don't kick because a bad kick chase line, they're going to run through you all day, from deep, from flat, wherever. But I think from 22, I would go as deep as possible. Against some teams, I would keep it in the field to make their tight 5 work harder.
Okay.
Some teams, I'd say make sure you kick it off the field. But then certain teams, I would play outside our 22, I would go contestable, because you want to bring a certain player up and get in the air and try catch, and that you can hit him as soon as he lands, take him out of the game, neutralise counter-attack, also put pressure on that first ruck. And then once you're into that, then if you get pressure there, then the next ruck has more pressure, you force an error, that's where you want to play.
Ja, maar de truc is ook een beetje dat je op het gras terechtkomt. Dat die bal een keer niet gevangen wordt, waardoor er wel momentum
I think
ontstaat.
if you're going long, contestables, you want the guy, you want to have a contest. Because now with the new law, you're not allowed to shepherd. So you have to open up and let the kick chase line through to contest for the ball. So there you go, and you get some forward who's tired, he does the wrong line, boom, you run into him, fall over, it's an easy penalty. So you're not allowed to shepherd, obviously there has to be common sense, but there's a lot of opportunity for that. Obviously everyone wants to run and play running rugby, but if the kick is used well, all right, and used tactically, can be massive bonus.
I'm going to clip that for my team on Tuesday, thanks.
Right, so I think if we come to this quickly, the standings so far, the champs at the top, Haarlem 2 from 2, easy days at the office for them, Oysters and Breda. The Dukes in second, Gooi in third, Eemland in fourth, and Rotterdam in fifth. Those are all the unbeaten teams.
Met Eemland als enige die een beetje testing gehad heeft, zeg maar.
But I think, it's early days, but Eemland have got not the easiest draw now. They got a Hoek away and then Rotterdam.
No, they hebben Haarlem gehad en de anderen hebben nog geen zware
But we are going to talk about those fixtures after this. Yeah, a couple of things, yeah. Jim, for you, get Amsterdam, easily on the side. But
no, but the Captain Jim says
not really.
Not really. The reporter.
The whitest man in Dutch rugby.
Gee, I thought I was white. Also,
there we go. Jim, you heard it from another White Walker. You are the whitest walker. Yeah. Right, and then another headline here. Goed stel Haarlem tegen Eemland, maar de punten blijven uit. Er kwamen net even wat kilo's tekort. Yes, my Dutch is not bad, eh, Eric?
It's absolutely splendid when you read it out.
But so Haarlem obviously thinking that they don't have the weight, Andrew.
Well, if I was playing there, they would have had kilos extra.
Look, obviously that's the first half of the show, which I think has been action-packed. We'll be back with some more news. Obviously, hopefully a bit more banter from Eric.
Nou, we gaan eens even kijken waar onze gewoon foutloze voorspellingen. Want dit jaar zijn we wel echt fucking goed. Volgens mij gaat alles goed. Dus dit seizoen, dit is eigenlijk, wij weten het.
Okay, good. Well, ladies and gents, grab a beer or it's Thursday lunch. You can't really grab a beer when we're in. So coffee. And we'll see you after the break. Back, ladies and gents, from your lunchtime.
Garrett, overnieuw.
Okay.
Overnieuw.
Ja. Nu kan het.
Welcome back, ladies and gents, from your lunchtime beer break on a Thursday. I think there's a lot of beer being drunk here, especially by Eric.
Nee, en als het goed is, kijk je dit op je werk, want anders gaat het allemaal ten koste van je vrije tijd. En dat is het ook weer niet waard.
I'm on your government cocktail.
Ja, vodka.
Yeah.
Skinny bitch.
I wish.
Skinny bitch is drinking.
But welcome back, and I think we're going to start off by looking at the future class, then obviously going into predictions, maybe a few more stories, because there's apparently a few monkeys up the sleeves, yeah, Eric?
Nou, de future-klasse, geweldig. Dat gaat hartstikke goed. Vorig jaar werd er nog aangegeven dat het heel moeilijk zou zijn. Inmiddels zien we dat de meeste clubs hebben het echt wel gewoon goed voor elkaar. Jonge spelers, prima teams. Je ziet ook dat het relatief goed opgaat samen. Ja, en die gezamenlijke zaterdagen, dat is natuurlijk feest.
Yeah, so I think if you look at it, I don't know, Jim and Andrew, if you know much about the future class.
Not so much now, no.
Under 24 league.
Yeah, well, that's what Eric hopes for.
Dat is het nu zo'n beetje.
Yeah, now it's gone even higher, but yeah, youngsters, basically it's the future class, as Eric likes to call it. Yeah?
De toekomstklasse klinkt ook weer zo.
Yeah, so basically I think what's really nice is that hopefully it's going to be first teams when they go to another club, your future class goes with you, and hopefully in the future your Colts go with you as well.
Dat is nu al bij heel veel,
A triple header. Which really
dat is nu al heel veel wedstrijden is dat al zo. Hè?
Ja, dat is geweldig. The big clubs like the Dukes and the Hague.
Ja, ik denk wel meer nog zelfs. Maar
Nee?
dat is wel echt super
En Eemland,
gaaf.
ja.
Met z'n drie, met 3 teams achter elkaar die samen spelen. Ja, wat een feest.
The only thing is obviously if you go by bus somewhere, then your first team has to go at the same time as your futures, and then you're there a long day. And it's as you could see when Haarlem came here, that's the only negative. But if that's the only negative, my God, they've got a lot of positives to take out of it.
Maar hier doen ze dat ook helemaal niet. Bij de Dukes gaat het eerste alleen in de bus.
Oh, okay.
En de futures die rijden zelf.
You've got a big budget, eh?
Nee, die rijden gewoon zelf.
Because they cut this budget.
En ze rijden gewoon... Je betaalt lang
Now you know why I'm back.
Yeah, Andrew's back. Okay,
bij
but
andere clubs zie je ook het eerste team ook gewoon al staan kijken en dergelijke. Hier is dat toch iets minder close, zeg maar.
yeah.
Punt.
Okay. Good point. Right, so, yeah, look, obviously the future class is exciting. I think if you look at it at the moment, Eemland, it was very interesting that Haarlem has a very good team. Eemland has a very good team. The Dukes have a very good team. Haagse, nice and strong. I saw Oysters, nice young team playing some entertaining rugby.
Ja, maar Oysters komen er ook hoor.
Rotterdam's got a very good team.
Ja, dat klopt. Maar die hebben wel, het afgelopen weekend waren ze vrij. Het eerste weekend waren ze iets te oud.
Didn't Rotterdam are too old, according to you? I was being sarcastic, but I didn't catch any fish there.
Ja, maar dat is volgens mij waren ze en te oud. Maar volgens mij was dat niet de reden dat die ook geclaimd had. Dat had meer te maken met de non-contested scrum.
Someone claimed the game.
De eerste wedstrijd. Het was de eerste speelronde.
Really? Okay.
We've got a lot of friends at Ascram and they're no longer in the...
I think this claiming game, sorry,
class,
sorry.
go for it.
No, carry on.
Oh, sorry, I was saying I've got a lot of friends at Ascram.
Yeah.
I think they were in the futures last year, but not this year, correct?
Yeah.
Your friends were in the futures.
They,
How young are your
Ascram.
friends?
Sorry?
How young are your friends?
Well, the old guys I used to coach. I used to coach them, so...
All right.
Yeah, I don't coach anymore.
And having friends at Ascram is a worrisome thing too.
Well, Jim used to coach at Ascom, eh?
Yeah.
Jim used to coach there. But I think Ascom was the oldest future team.
They had a great future behind them.
Okay, but right, so the second part of the show is all about predicting the next Era Classic games. Yeah, I think I've got, you're getting old in a podcast when you can actually see the print on the screen because it's so big and highlighted by Giel for me because I can't see anymore. I've not only lost my weight, I've lost my eyesight. Right, so first one's first, Jim. Big weekend for you guys in Amsterdam.
Huge one.
Yeah, the Dukes are in town.
I'm going to say
Is it a must-win?
this is a possible win. It's a possible win, but I reckon we'll be able to get at least a bonus point out of this.
There must be something in that Guinness.
I reckon we
possible
get
win
a bonus
against-
point.
I'll have one too.
I like it. I like that you're positive. You know what? I give that. He's positive. We got to, you got to like that. And if they do roll the Dukes, my God, then I think you're going to buy Guinness for the rest of the season.
Ja, dan gaan wij dat ook
I'll probably
allemaal
back next
drinken.
week.
Als dat zo is,
Okay,
dan
so
gaan wij
you say
allemaal
bonus
Guinness drinken als
points,
we gaan voorspellen.
So bonus point means scoring tries. I don't know the laws well enough, Giel.
Within 3 tries.
Within 3 tries.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No, sorry.
No, a losing
within
bonus
7
point is
points.
within 7 points. And a winning bonus point, you've got to score more than 3 tries.
Yeah.
More than
No,
so 3
so-
tries or more.
At least a losing bonus point.
Yeah.
3 tries or more. Okay.
As soon as this show is over, I'm going to call my bookie.
At least a losing bonus point.
But before I get in on that one, the ASC versus the Dukes, I'll make my decision on Friday night of how many guys I see out in the city, and then I'll make my decision after that.
Shots fired. Apparently Dukes are drinking before games. Andy wouldn't like that. Mr. Ogoni might be patrolling the streets with you now. The two Andrews on the loose. South African and a Nigerian.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Spells for trouble. And if we come up against the team, then it's even worse.
Yeah, I know. That will be. Okay, then obviously you going Dukes.
Ja, ik denk dat de Dukes dat gaan winnen. Ik denk ook dat er 5 punten
Yes or
gaan
no?
halen.
5 points.
5 points.
Geel goes 5 points for the Dukes. Okay. Then we've got, another Bravo. Well, is it a Bravo derby?
Ja, het is
Breda
niet echt een derby, maar het is wel, het zijn 2 Brabantse clubs. Maar de derby hier is wel Oysters.
I'd love to be able to finish my sentence tonight.
En ze beginnen ook altijd hoopgevend, maar het eindigt ook altijd in misère. Dus.
The beginning of your sentence interrupted the middle of his, but it's fine, don't worry.
Do you want to sort of carry on? Like, I think the camera should go on.
Gaan we door.
This is what happens when you drink too much white beer on a podcast.
Nee, bij een vodka is beter.
Dat is water, man.
Ja, sure.
Breda against Oysters. There, I got it in.
There you go.
Okay, so we'll start with you, Eric.
Ja,
You did say there was a monkey up the sleeve with this game.
Ja, ik denk...
Off camera. I'm not allowed to quote you off camera. Right?
Ik denk niet dat iedereen alle kaarten op tafel heeft gelegd.
So in other words, Breda's got a few players up their sleeve.
Ja, nee, het is heel simpel. Uiteindelijk wil je, als je ergens boven wil blijven, dan moet je vooral die wedstrijden targeten. Want ze weten heus wel dat ze niet van de top 4 gaan winnen. Dus je moet daaronder mikken. En dat doen ze. En ik denk dat zij aanstaande zaterdag zeggen van nou... die willen we winnen. We mikken op AAC en dan moeten ze er nog één hebben. En dat zou Kas kunnen zijn of Hoek van Holland. Waar zij op dit moment ook nu van denken dat dat mindere broeders zijn.
Okay, so Oysters or Breda?
Oysters wint.
Jim?
Yeah, I think from what we've seen from the 2 games so far, you can't look past an Oysters win. I don't think Breda are going to be able to even get anything out of this game. I'm saying Oysters win, but 4-0 I say.
Big calls?
Well, I think it's a tough game. Obviously, the guys coming out of the last year, they're having tough seasons. They both want to get 5 points out of it. But I think if Oysters in their selection, if they select the 4 guys that they stole from us last year, then they should have a good crack at it.
Okay, so you're going Oysters?
Oysters.
Okay, Oysters to win it there. Breda. Giel says Oysters to win it, but Breda to get a bonus point. Interesting there. I like the way Giel's thinking. Yeah? You don't go against the guru, the man.
Nee, Giel geeft hem aan.
Yeah, one point to Breda. That's a bonus point, hè?
Ja, nee, oké. Maar ik dacht even dat want hij komt wel met een grotere verrassing.
Yeah, and then, okay, so Oysters should take that one away, but Breda should get a bonus point. That's what we're saying here on Hitzes Rack. Then Diok against Cass. Running rugby again. Cass scored 35 points. Diok got the win at Hook. Good win away at Hook. 1 point, wins a win. Andrew? Diok. With 5 or 4?
5.
5.
I'm saying Diok with a 4, but Cass going to be close with a 1.
Ooh, going with Cass with a bonus. Nice. Eric?
Diok met 5 punten, omdat ze dit is een van die wedstrijden waar je dat verschil in dat rugby gaat zien tussen het hele open spel en het andere spel. De tries van Kas waren veel voorwaartse tries, pushovers, lineouts, etc. En Diok speelt heel erg open. En ik denk, misschien is de wens van een beetje de vader van de gedachte. Ik vind het heel fijn als dat open rugby ook een beetje succesvol is. Dus ik ga voor 5 punten voor Diok.
Okay, Giel goes Diok as well. 5 points, I think full house for Diok. So Diok to get a full house against Cass. Sorry, you said 1 point for Cass, so that's not a full house. Okay, then the game of the weekend, you'd probably say. Well, 2 games of the weekend, but this is probably the headliner, number 3 against number 5. Rotterdam at home to Gooi. Andrew, I'll come to you first.
I think it's going to be a really close game. Gooi are going to win it. Big call.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be that close, and I think Rotterdam will taking it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to say.
I'll see you next week, mate.
I think we should invite Jim back more often. He just enlivens the show up with all these big calls he's making.
Hij zegt dus... Gooi.
Rotterdam.
De overgang. Oh, ik vind het heel knap.
Well, I mean, Rotterdam are the finalists. They
22
they've
out of
played
23 games.
24 games and lost once.
Nee, ik ben het met je eens. En ik heb ze zien spelen. Hetzelfde verhaal als bij Diop. Open, snel, spel, fantastisch. Ja, ik durf het niet te zeggen, maar ik denk dat hier beslist gaat worden wie van de twee in de top 4 terechtkomt. En dat wordt denk ik Gooi.
So you're going to go Gooi?
Ik ga Gooi.
Giel goes Gooi as well. I think this is close. I think a draw might be on the cards here.
It's going to come down to a game.
Nee, geen draw.
It's going to come down to a game. I'm with
seizoen.
I see us thinking. I think it's going to come
Maybe
down
that top
to...
goal move you've been training for the last few years, Andrew.
Next week I'll send it in, guys. You know, I'll give it out there. Donkey Kong, we've been working on it for 3 years.
Look, if you look at Gooi's squad, you would say, but Rotterdam at home, small pitch. It's not that easy. Yeah, and look, you've got to give respect to Rotterdam for what they've done last season. They don't look...
Duidelijk.
But I think the biggest thing here, the test will come in the scrum, because Cass dished Rotterdam in the scrum. And if they have another bad scrum day against Gooi, I think they're going to be up against it. So I think Gooi are going to squeak this. And I'm going to go with Giel's prediction here. I think Gooi will squeak it.
I think the kicker that's on form that day, I think that team's going to win. That's my prediction.
And Maddox.
Off the team.
Okay, but listen, Maddox, I don't think he's been off for.
Yeah.
Dat is hij is legendarisch goed.
Yes,
Gewoon.
Just start checking the
If
wind
Maddox
direction
has a
and the
good...
weather.
Exactly, yeah.
If Maddox has a...
What direction the pitch is facing.
I'll bring you back to my nickname, Fat Gitto. So.
Ja, ik denk dat
If Maddox has a good day, yeah, then Rotterdam take it.
Gooi zal Rotterdam uit zijn spel moeten halen.
Yeah.
En anders dan komt het niet goed.
It's the first sensible thing you've said the whole evening.
Yeah, no, that was...
Daar hou ik het ook op.
Right, so the next one, obviously, in the Hoek van Holland against Eemland. Erik?
Het is uit bij de hoekers, hè. Maar ik denk toch dat Eemland dat gaat winnen. Hoewel ik nog niet helemaal overtuigd ben van de kracht van Eemland op dit moment.
It's early days.
It's early days.
And there's a lot of positives.
En er zit heel veel potentie in, maar ze zijn nog niet klaar.
No, well, it is
Dat is ook niet, hè? Dus,
second game of the season. I would not think that any teams, if you're peaking now, you've got the wrong periodization.
ja, dan heb je sowieso een probleem,
100%.
inderdaad. Dan krijg je dat soort dingen dadelijk.
Yeah, then you get something like that, which says we finished first in the Euro Classe, but lost the semi or the final. Yeah.
Dat is dus laatste wat je wil. Maar dus ik verwacht dat Eemland gedurende het seizoen, ook gezien de coaching en alles wat erop zit, erg gaat groeien. Ik heb het nu nog even niet gezien.
No, but that's why we have also a monkey up our sleeve here.
Ja, precies.
But yeah, look, Jim.
Yeah, we've spoken about hookers away, always a tough game, but I really can't see past Eemland taking 5 points from that game.
5 points.
Yeah, I think
5 points is a big call. You're a part of the setup in Eemland. Yeah, hookers definitely 5 points. No, I think it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game. Upfront battle. Sure. I think the contact moments are going. I think the guys are going to be sore on Sunday. Let's put it that way.
But I think Eemland will win it. But I do agree with Giel. It's not going to be an easy game. It's always difficult going to the hook. But yeah, I'm pretty confident that Eemland will come out and win.
Het is prachtig weer.
Is it?
Ja, voorspellingen zijn uitstekend.
Oh ja, for the weekend, for the whole of the Netherlands.
Zelfs daar.
Yeah, for the whole of the Netherlands.
Ja.
Oh yeah?
Zelfs daar.
What temperature are we talking?
27.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah, it's good weather this weekend. You're right. It's very good weather this weekend.
Okay.
Second sensible thing you said this week.
Daar kunnen de hoekers niks mee. Daar zijn ze niet gewend.
No, yeah. You know that Dutch people don't like playing rugby in hot weather.
Nee.
Yeah. No. Okay, so you say...
No, Eemland.
Eemland.
Nee, ik heb wel Eemland.
Eemland. Okay, so full house for Eemland there, but Hook getting a bonus point. So.
Nou, dat denk ik ook.
Yeah. Okay, then the last game, a cracker, probably the second biggest game of the round. Haarlem against Haarlem. Jim?
I'm saying Harsha, 4 points, so no bonus point, and Haarlem with the nil. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, I'm with them. I think Den Haag just got too much speed. They're also another team that can really move a ball around the field. So And obviously they've lost David Wiersma, but I'm sure that the guy that steps into those boots, he's got big boots to fill.
Yeah.
Definitely, but I think the game management and I'm a big fan of Den Haag's rugby team and their style of rugby.
Okay, so Hawks to take it there. Yeah, what would you say?
Ja, ik denk dat de Haagse dat heel... Kijk, we hebben net gesprek gehad over 2 teams die verschillend spelen. Wie speelt heel voorwaarts, wie speelt heel backs. Hier heb je 2 teams. En dan kun je verrassingen hebben. Hè? Dus een hele goede voorwaartsen tegen hele goede backs. Dat kan best een verrassende uitslag opleveren. Maar hier, Den Haag doet wat Haarlem doet, maar beter. En dat is dus een probleem. Als je daar tegen moet spelen. En dus gaat Den Haag dit heel dik winnen. En Den Haag is, als ik Haarlem was, zou ik het minst graag tegen Den Haag spelen.
You're saying
en
the Haag's going to win this easily?
Ja, Dukes, Den Haag, nog een paar andere teams die echt heel... Diok zou ook wel eens een angstkeker kunnen zijn voor... dus dat soort teams, maar ik denk dat... ik denk dat de Haagse heel dik gaat winnen. Sorry Sandra.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think Haarlem's probably the team with the toughest draw so far. They played the Dukes, Eemland, now Hawks. And then I think they play Rotterdam next, I think.
Ja, maar daarna zijn ze er ook wel gelijk klaar voor de rest van het seizoen. Hè? Dus dat is ook een voordeel. Hè? Want iedereen, het is behoorlijk vertekend tot nu toe natuurlijk.
Yeah. Okay. So Hawks are full house there. And yeah, that's so... And sorry. Giel,
Ja.
Giel has come out now. I almost said full house. I did say full house to Haagse. Giel has gone for Haarlem to win at home against Haagse. You heard it here first. Haarlem, get down to the club, support the boys, because Giel says you're getting a win this weekend against the champs. You heard it here on HIWR, not from Eric. He hasn't spoken much sense tonight. Couple of things, right, Andrew?
Yeah, 1 or 2.
The weather.
But you heard it from Giel, the guru in the forecasts and predictions.
Even voor de duidelijkheid, als je er dan naast zit, ben je dus ook geen orakel meer. Hè? Dat is al meteen gelijk, dan was dat het, hè?
If he gets it right, we will have to call him the oracle.
Als hij reist, dan maken we een voorzitter van...
Then we maybe put something like that up for him. Yeah. All right, but obviously fantastic to have you all down here. Andrew, back. I don't know if we'll see you again.
Wie weet. Wie weet.
Jim, your first time down here. Hopefully we'll see you again.
Yeah, I had a great time. Look forward to coming back.
Yeah, mate. Some awesome predictions, but also great to have you on here. And you also put a dent in the Guinness, which is always good.
Kun je niet zonder.
Eric?
Ja, ik wil gewoon nog even, we hadden het er net in de pauze even over, dat ik misschien negatief klonk over de ref van de Oysters.
Oh, this has been playing on your mind for the last 20 minutes.
Ja, ik zit daar.
We got him.
Maar volgens mij, maar volgens mij heb ik daar helemaal niks verkeerds over gezegd. En ik denk dat hij een grote toekomst voor zich heeft. Dat dit een taaie wedstrijd was, die ook door de clubs, door de teams zelf niet helemaal...
Just leave it there. You started so well.
Ik wil nog even wrijven in de vlek.
Start digging.
Yeah. Stop digging the hole, mate.
Rubbing in the steen, hè?
You're like me in an argument with the missus. You just keep digging the hole.
Voor jezelf, ja. Goed, maar dat is dus gezegd, weet je.
Just say, yeah, that's it. But yeah, look, I think great to have all you guys on. It was a fantastic show. I think a lot faster than before, but that's the way we want to go. So. Obviously, to all of you, good luck with the Octopus, good luck with RSA. Hopefully to see you later in the season to get a bit of a progress report. But Eric, see you, well, maybe not next week, in a couple of weeks.
Waar ben jij volgende week dan?
You never know. I don't know. But ladies and gents, from HIWR and from the Dukes, or Rugby Club the Dukes, houdoe en bedankt.
Ciao. Thank you. Cheers. Cheers.